Like it wouldn't heat the atmosphere as much because especially if you use microwaves, which is why you use microwaves. Using solar panels in space, note they have to be very far from Earth, not in near orbit. The capital cost of the idea are ridiculously bad. Well, yeah, Scroogoo, that's why it's ridiculous, and we're not going to do that. But what I'm saying is like the only way to make it to where it can provide reliable sources of energy is to literally put it at like the L1 Lagrange point, I believe would be the best place to put it, or in a highly elliptical orbit around the North and South Pole, because that way it'll always face the sun, right? And then every 12 hours it will, or I mean, depending on how far you make it, you could actually make it go really fast. So you could probably get it to orbit, every 12 hours or so. So every 12 hours you would get a fat beam down of power. The use we put that energy to is the problem. It's just power buildup. But see, the whole thing about transferring heat to Earth, like I said, you gotta look at the equations about how easy it is to transfer heat via microwaves. If you were to point a microwave generator at the Earth, yes, it would heat the ground and it would heat the atmosphere. But if you point it at a dish designed to soak it up, the energy transfer between in the atmosphere would increase as you decrease in altitude. But again, you're only talking about 1 to 2% efficiency loss. So all the 1 to 2% of the energy you're transferring is what's going into heating the atmosphere. But you also have to realize that a percentage of that 1 or 2% is also lost between the dish and the battery, whatever you're storing it in. So there's a bunch of efficiency losses that account for that. So why do you say we're going to do this? That's not scientifically accurate. Dude, we're in the middle of an interglacial period. So what that means is that technically the Earth is, we just came out of an ice age like 10 to 12,000 years ago. And eventually we will go back into one, right? And the reason that is the case is because the Earth is cyclic, right? So we have cycles. So if global warming is true and we are heating the Earth, then all that means is that we may delay and or offset the next ice age that comes, right? It is scientifically accurate because we know that the Earth goes through cycles of ice age. If you look into the past, I know that's not necessarily the best way to do it because it's like driving down the highway looking out the back window, right? So, but that's all we got, right? And we already know that the climate models are way too sensitive. So yeah, they're way too sensitive to CFO. The Gulf current is showing signs of receding. It is. And what that means is if the Gulf current stops, just like in the day after tomorrow, it will cause an ice age because what will happen is as the ice caps melt, it will dump fresh water into the ocean, which could stall out the Gulf Stream and the other streams that we have that carry warm water from the equator to the North Pole and South Pole. If those stop, then you have no heat transfer between the North and South Poles, which means it freezes. It won't be like day after tomorrow. It will take years for it to go. 100,000 year period? Nah, dude. No, we're talking like 2030 at most. 2030 at most. And then you got to think about how the solar cycles work, right? We're about to enter a grand minimum in the next 2 or 3 solar cycles probably. We just came out of a grand maximum, which means that we had more solar energy hitting the Earth than at any other time in the past. Well, actually, the last grand minimum was the Little Ice Age in the 1700s. So the last grand maximum was during the warm period of the Roman Empire, the Roman warm period, I believe. So we got, yeah. So we just came out of a grand maximum, and here's another thing that's really interesting: global volcanic cooling has been at its lowest in our recent era. So we've had maximum sun exposure plus the lowest volcanic cooling we've seen in recent history. Add all that together, it's warm. Is that necessarily what's going to happen? Man, we'll see. We're going to sort of the volcanoes in Central America broke the land bridge between North and South America, and the Gulf current was redirected and Europe collapsed. That would be hilarious. I'm at Ice Age 100,000 years ago. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I messed that up. My bad. Apologies. You are correct. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. I dropped a 0 there. My bad. Scientific sources sounds like you're consuming sources of information that are questionable. All sources of information are questionable. God damn. Yes, my bad. I'm getting confused because I'm trying to think about the game too. I apologize. So yes, I am. And here's the thing. I am not right. That's the best part. That's the best part about all this. And nobody else is either, because we don't know. And that's the thing that too many people don't admit, is that they're not humble enough against the things that they don't know, because the things that you don't know far outweigh the things that you do know. So that's the thing, is I am not right. And this is just what I think. It's just like I don't believe in black holes. The Earth was cyclic until man came along. Now who knows? No, Death Cookie. That's not how that works, dude. The Earth is cyclic, just like everything else. Man is not as powerful as you believe he is. I'm so confused what's going on. Yeah, dude, I know. That's why I love getting into this. It's so fun. Sources that originate within people's minds are more questionable than sources that originate from observed reality. Science actually works. Yes, but the problem is that climate science is not actual science. And because we can't do science is when you can perform experiments that are repeatable over and over and over again to verify that you actually understand what was going on. I don't know why that timed you out. That's really weird. Phrase number 7 automated by Moobot. I have no idea why that did that. That is really weird. I'm gonna have to look into that. 10-minute timeout by Moobot. Let me fix that. Let me see. I can click you and untimeout. There we go. Bam. I'm impressed you have the energy to debate this stuff, Tango. Yeah, man, dude, I'm feeling harsh. Feeling harsh, boys. I'm not feeling so hot. My injuries definitely. I should have gotten off like an hour ago, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so the whole thing about what's going on is that one of the reasons that I know that the models are not accurate is because they're actually changing right now. 2021 is the first time that the total solar irradiance will be used in the climate change models. The very first time in history that climate scientists will be using the total solar irradiance. Beforehand, they were using a different calculation for the sun that actually, when you'd have a huge solar flare and you would see like a huge energy spike in the models, they would actually drop the amount of energy that would be in the models, which is weird, right? Damn, Mobot. Yeah, I know, right? Last glacier period occurred 150. Yeah. So there you go. Thank you, Cam. Thank you. I got so confused by that. I don't know why. Yeah, it's weird. Moobot is rude. Moobot is definitely rude. Definitely. But yeah, that's another thing. It's like Scroogoo, for instance. I don't believe in black holes. I'm pretty sure the Big Bang is a creation myth. And the reason is because there is evidence out there that none of that shit is true. Mainly because a lot of the stuff that we've inferred for big black holes and Big Bang and even a lot of the climate science stuff, most of the climate science stuff, is not done via scientific experiment, right? It's not done in a lab where you can verify your results, where you can do experiments, verify your results, and confirm verification of your results. And if a result is not falsifiable, then it's not technically science, right? If you can't falsify it, then it's just like proving God, right? You can't falsify that because it's unprovable, and it's unprovable, and you can't not prove it either. And so what happens is that what has taken over a lot of physics, cosmology, and a lot of other scientific disciplines is heavy math and heavy on the what is it called? Heavy on the simulations. And the problem is that that requires you to make assumptions that you know nothing about. So one of the things that we don't know how climate on the Earth works, and I know this for a fact. It is a fact. We do not know how it works. We do not, because if we did, the models would work in reverse. If you reverse the models, you would be able to predict, quote unquote, what the weather was like in the past, what the climate was like in the past, and they can't, not with great accuracy anyway. And in fact, the further back they go, the worse the models are. So that proves that they're inaccurate at best and wholly useless at worst. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't use them. A lot of people say that, and that's not what that is. Models are very useful for testing whether hypotheses are true or not. And we know that a lot of the climate science hypotheses are not true because the models don't predict it properly. Just like we know a lot of the cosmological theories are not true because the models do not predict it properly. Even like things like dark matter, it's probably bullshit. It's probably intergalactic dust or some other thing that we don't understand. especially if the universe is dominated by electricity and not gravity. So, but that's neither here nor there. And it also depends on like things like we know, for instance, that you know the old model of the Earth where it's like a solid spheroid and it goes all the way to the center of the Earth and it's like uniform all the way through kind of thing, where it's you got the crust and then you got the mantle and the magma and then finally the core. We know that's BS, right? Because it's been like in the last like 5 years they've discovered the LLDHDs or whatever the hell they're called. And they're basically giant columns of magma that come up from the core and touch the outer crust. And they're almost like poles. One is on one side of the Earth and one is on the other side of the Earth. And so and the reason they're not on the poles, but they're like poles like that because there's one on one side and one on the other. And the reason but they're at the equator. And the reason they're at the equator, at least speculatively, is because the Earth spins, and so if you were to put them at the poles, because of the spinning of the Earth, it would write them onto the equator anyway. So a lot of stuff like that. Climate is really complicated, and they know that. Yes. That doesn't mean we don't know anything about our climate. No, I didn't say we didn't know anything. I said we don't know how it works. We don't. We know a lot of things about our climate. We just don't know how it works. Just like we don't know how stars work, and we don't know how galaxies work, or the universe, or we don't know how the planets work. We don't know any of that shit. Because if we did, then we would be just like this, like Big G. This was a defining moment for me. Big G is not a constant. It's not. Because if you go down into the largest shaft dug into the Earth, it will be different. If you go to Mount Everest and measure G, it will be different. If you go to the moon and measure G, it will be different than it is on Earth. Down to like the hundreds of millions of a decimal point, it will be different all the way through. And the reason is because it's constant enough for the things that we need to do at the moment, but it is not a constant. That's the thing. It's like there's a lot of things about the universe that we don't understand, and that our hubris, especially as far as like scientific journalism is concerned, allows us to just, that's a lot of what it is it's not scientists, right? It's a lot of it is the reporting on the science is what the problem is. Little Burst TV, greetings. How you doing, buddy? I know, right? We're about to get right back into it. Highly specialized society requires you to trust specialists. Yeah, that's the worst thing you could possibly fucking do. But we do have to trust them. That is true. And I apologize for cussing. My bad. There we go. And doing better at their jobs. Yeah, but they all basically suck at their jobs. We have to trust specialists. Again, yeah, you do, but it's possibly the worst thing you can do. It's just like democracy. It's the worst system ever invented, except for all the others. That's how that works. We don't need to trust politicians and information spread by fossil fuel companies. Yeah, but assuming that something that disagrees with mainstream science is shit spouted by politicians and fossil fuel companies is propaganda, Screwgoo. Right? So you're saying scientists have hubris, but you don't when you're claiming to know more than the actual study. No, I don't claim that I know more than the actual studies. This is what I think. That's just what this is. This is what I think based on all the information I've collected over my entire life. And one of the reasons that, dude, I've been reading about the climate science since I was 8. And I've been looking at studies and all the kind of bullshit. I studied nuclear power. I studied physics in college. It's not like I'm a layman here, right? But I do not believe that I know more than scientists. No, I just think differently. That's the difference. So it's all good, man. I ascribe the engineering philosophy and what we understand enough about how our universe works for our purpose. And that's the thing, Scardy, is that that's one of the reasons why I think that black holes probably don't exist. The Big Bang is probably not a good theory, or they're not good hypotheses. That's what I'm saying. And they've been especially black holes have been mathematically disproven for like a decade and a half now. It's just not gotten any stuff, and most mainstream scientists just don't care. And a lot of it is because physicists tend to be good at physics, but some of them are fairly bad at math. And unfortunately, a lot of genius level stuff now is all about the math. There's no real experimentation. There's no getting in the lab and doing experiments anymore. Not really. It's all about generating mathematical simulations of the universe or whatever the hell it is you're looking at, and then plugging them into computers and having the computers crunch the numbers, and hopefully you come out with something else. Science is imperfect, which is kind of the point. Exactly, Kevin. Yes, it is. And science is technically a division of philosophy. So call me crazy, but science is changed by better scientists, not by laymen. I agree. I absolutely agree. The problem is that they're not, like I said, the climate scientists when they run models, they're not doing science. They're doing math. That's the difference, right? Science is about reproducible things. So we don't have another Earth that's a control Earth, and then we don't have another Earth that's an experimental Earth that we can do these things with. So we kind of gotta infer over time. So they test their models against climate records, and they fail like absolutely considerably over and over and over and over and over again. Like I said, the models don't predict the past. If they can't predict the past, then they can't predict the future. And the further back you go, the less accurate the climate models get. And that's just the way of it. And that's the thing, is like, it doesn't matter how much we learn. Like, until we become true masters of science, we will probably never be able to predict the climate of the Earth. Like, we would have to be Star Trek level or higher, or probably higher than that, to be honest. When you average all the models, they're extremely close to reality. That is not true, bro. That is not true. And not only that, when you average all the models, you are doing a disservice to the models themselves, because you should not average the models. That's a framing technique that is used to convince. It's a framing technique used to what is it called? It's a framing technique used to persuade the layman. That's what it's for. And because a lot of the models are different, they use different techniques, they use different algorithms and all kinds of other bullshit. So they're not. You could average them if they all were similar enough, but they're not, and that's the problem. And so, because the climate is complicated, bingo, that is it. It is all extremely complicated, and it's a lot of stuff. Okay. I think it's time we get back into this. Now because I haven't been thinking about this for a while, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. So we're going to have to see what we're going to do here. So I think we're going to probably end up leaving the Archon alone. You don't have reposition. He can see you, though. I can see you. So what I think we're going to do here is I'm going to demo. Should I move? Like, if I go here, would I be able to see him? If I'm standing here, I can see him, right? But if I go here, I don't know if I can see him or not, because of the door. So I don't know if I'd actually be able to see him there. What is your chance here? 75, 62. You have combatives. So here's the thing. I might be able to get in the Archon's face and do damage to him. Yeah, Xcom2 crash is successful. Yes, that is exactly true. I love talking about scientific principles. I absolutely do, because most people try to argue over science. We're all laymen's, right? Technically. Let's just be real. Unless you have an actual physics degree above a master's and you're actually in these fields, you are considered a layman. So even if you are, even if you have a doctorate in medicine, you're still a layman when it concerns cosmology and all this other stuff, right? But you can still be a scientist, and that's the thing. We're all technically laymen. So that's why I tend to focus on principle and things that are true of science and the world. And one of the things that's true of the world is that scientists are humans. They're fallible, they make mistakes, and they are completely and utterly capable of being corrupted. Absolutely. If you don't think that, then you do not understand human nature at all. Especially when you have motivation to do so. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to demo you. I do want to get down here. I want to get right here. So I'm going to save scum this. And I think I'll be able to see this dude. Ooh, I can see him from right here. Okay, but he can flank you. See, it says I can see him here. Yeah, we're going to try this. I'm going to give it a go. You don't need an advanced degree to understand how thermodynamics work? I mean, yeah, you kind of do if you're going to put it into practice. Unless you sequester the energy and chemical bonds. Ask me anything. Did you dislodge Evergreen? Would you prefer 100 duck-sized tugboats or one tugboat-sized duck? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I'm thinking 100 duck-sized tugboats sound pretty fun. I think that's my answer. Final answer. You are true, but again, you're forgetting about the fact that we don't understand the full concept of how all of the things work. You are correct in the simplistic form that you have stated. Energy in needs energy out. Otherwise, you heat up. Simple as that. That is a law of thermodynamics. You are correct. However, there's a lot of bullshit between the sun and the surface of the Earth and how the Earth actually works to make it whether it's true or not, right? Because like for instance, CO2 has has diminishing returns when it comes to heating up, right? So the more CO2 you add, the actual less heating you get per unit of CO2. That's an actual thing. It's been a scientific principle for 60, 70 years at this point. We've known this forever. And the thing about it is it's not CO2 that's the problem, because CO2 is a secondary gas, secondary greenhouse gas. It's water vapor. That is the problematic gas. And not only that, you got to realize that our magnetic field on Earth has been weakening for the past 500 years, and it started out slowly, and it's been accelerating in recent times. I believe it went down like 15% in the last decade. So it's like, I believe it's like, I can't remember what the actual percentage is, so I'm not going to say it because it's crazy freaky. But the thing about it is, what happens? Oh no, he can't see him. Damn it. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. I was really hoping for that. But anyway, so who has more motivation to lie? Well, that really doesn't matter, does it? Scientists around the entire planet or fossil fuel companies? That's the thing. The scientists aren't lying. It's the journalists who are reporting all this shit. When you talk to a lot of different climate scientists, they're like, yeah, what's being talked about in the news is not really what's going on. There are a few scientists who say all that kind of shit, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And that's what it is. It's about the few, not the many. Because yes, it is a problem, and it could be catastrophic. But one of the things you got to remember is, what was I going with? So it has diminishing returns. So the magnetic field has been getting weaker on Earth. So what does that mean? Well, one of the things it means is that a lower magnetic field means more cosmic rays enter the Earth's atmosphere from the universe, including, and it will also mean that more solar wind gets inside the atmosphere as well, so more particles from the sun. What does that all do? Well, one of the things it does is it creates more water, so that's a thing, star water. And another thing it does is it creates more clouds, and clouds over the ocean cause cooling. So most of the Earth is water. We don't know how much because we haven't run it in the models, and that's what I'm saying. The models aren't sufficient yet, because one of the things that they haven't done is they haven't taken complete and accurate measurements, or they don't completely and accurately show how the sun is going to work. That's one of the big things. Man, that makes me so mad. I really want to reload that now to move him, because if I'm going to use her advanced teamwork ability here, it's just not going to work. He can't see anything. I mean, I could go ahead and throw the flashbang. And that's what I'm saying is I'm true to my name. I'm a doubter above all else. And the reason I doubt is because people can't be trusted. They literally cannot be trusted in all senses of the word. And it's because all kinds of people have different motivations. And like I said, it's a false dichotomy when you say scientists all around the planet, because we're not talking about scientists all around the planet. We're talking about a few scientists as well. But a lot of it is based on the journalistic reporting that's going on, and a lot of it is also based on how grants work from the United States government. Like if you want to make a grant for, let's say you're a biologist and you want to study squirrels, and you put forth a grant proposal, is it more or less likely to get seen than another dude who's doing a study about how squirrels are affected by climate change? Which one do you think the government is going to fund? Maybe both, maybe none, but probably the other one, right? And so that's one of those things, and that's not necessarily true either. So what I'm saying could be complete bullshit as far as that goes. That's just an example of kind of how our system works. That's one of the reasons why. Who was it? Was it Eisenhower that warned against government science? Yeah, it's great, right? To be fair, government science gave us the moon landing. You know, if you believe that kind of thing, you are going to get flanked by that officer. Like there is no way that's not going to happen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reload that. We quick saved it. I'm gonna do that. So I moved down to there because I thought I'd be able to see the dude, and I couldn't. And it no, the vast super majority of all classes around the world. No, it's not. All the solution is not trusting people. Don't trust individuals. Trust professional census. Census is not science. And if you didn't learn that from the last year's pandemic, then I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you. Peer-reviewed science can be trusted mostly. I'd say some of the time, because as we know with the medical debacle that's going on right now, there is a large branch of medical science that is basically, we don't know if it's true or not, because every time they go to reproduce one of the studies, like more than half of them are false. You know what I'm saying? There's a large body of medical science that they're having a falsifiability problem. And a lot of it is just because it's bullshit, and there's all kinds of other things involved with it that tend to corrupt human motivation, kind of thing. And that's been going on for a while. So that's neither here nor there kind of thing. Psychological studies, yeah. Well, no. Actual medical studies, medical pharma studies with physical-based sciences. Like, are you kidding, dude? Are you kidding? Pharmaceutical companies are not the only ones that do medical science, bro. Oh, my dude. Like, seriously, man. That's why I'm not saying things in a way that is completely 100% like this is 100% true, because you can't do that, right? If you do that, you make the mistake of thinking that you're right and that you know what's going on, and none of us do. None of us can see reality the way it actually is, right? We can only see reality through all the filters that we have. And so the best thing you can do is set up filters that create a system that allow you to see reality in the best way possible, which is the one that works for you and that gives you at least a better amalgamation of what reality may look like. To be fair, though, a lot of people can view reality through a filter that is completely inaccurate, but as long as it works for them and it makes them happy, then it works for them and it makes them happy. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to demo this guy. This should knock out his thing, Donald Hoffman. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Oh, no, can we not see him? Oh, we can. Okay, so we destroyed his cover. So we got a 74. Now, do I take the double hit here? If we hit him both times, so I might... Do we use teamwork? If I don't use teamwork, what can I do? I can haywire protocol, or I can aid protocol. I could do. You don't have get some. No, you don't. I think we're gonna go with the advanced teamwork. Yeah, because that way I can get the kill, move, and then maybe Overwatch. Yeah, we're gonna go advanced teamwork. That's cool. Let's hear some historical precedent where scientific consensus was overturned by someone who is not a scientist in that field. I mean, have you been paying attention to what's been going on with Hubble? You know, like, what is it called? You know about Redshift, right?
Back online.
Did you know? Do you know a man named Alton Hart? Yeah, I can never remember his name. Wait, what? You gotta be shitting me, dude. He can't see him. Wow, that is garbage. That is garbage. Okay, so 52. That sucks, man. So, Moon cannot see this guy for some god-awful reason. I have no idea why. Oh, man, that's killer. All right, so, well, we go for it. Here we go. It's the best we got. We got the 10 damage. Oh, give me the kill. Give me the kill, baby. Give me the kill. Give it to me. Give it to me. Pauses that we can't access reality. You have a desktop version. We see... which is every yes, Captain. That is yeah. That's like the filter-based way of viewing the world. Yes, that is about what I would say. Is that we evolved to see the world in a way that allowed us to survive. That doesn't mean it's an accurate view of the world. That's why science is so helpful, is because it tries to strip away our fallibility as humans, like, severely. And that's one of the reasons why science has given us so much material wealth and technological advancement. But it can't answer questions like, you know, about God and all this other stuff. That's why it's still that's why it's a branch of psychological, that's why science is a branch of philosophy. Physical sciences is a branch of philosophy. I understand most of this, but hell, my brain is melting. Yeah, I know, right? I know, I love it. I love it, boys! And that's one of those things. It's like I said, it's like, that's the biggest thing, is I'm humble enough to admit that I know that I am not right. And that most of the things that we know as humans will probably be proven wrong at some point in the future. Which is why I was talking about Redshift, right? Redshift was discovered by Edwin Hubble when he discovered that the Andromeda Galaxy was moving away from us. And every galaxy he looked at, it was redshifted. And so every galaxy that he looked at was also redshifted. And so what they theorized is that light has a Doppler effect, much like sound, where a fire engine's coming towards you, it's a higher pitch, and as it's moving away, it's a lower pitch. And light does a similar thing. If it's moving towards you, it's blue shifted. If it's moving away from you, it's red shifted, because that's how the light spectrum works. But one of the things that I believe it's Alton Harp, or is it Alton Harp? I can't remember. Anyway, this dude basically is proven, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've seen a lot of his research, and that some things in the universe have intrinsic redshift because of how they were created. and the local area around them. So a lot of those pictures you see where the astronomers are like, oh, you see these two pictures? It looks like they're right next to one another, but one is like billions of light years in the background. Yeah, that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. Because basically what he did is he used telescopes to show that they. Do I knock out the tree? I'm not sure. Right? That's the thing. Too much from different sides are all coming at me at once. Yeah, Sleepy, I know, right? All things else being equal, you're more likely to be correct when you are in agreement with the scientists who study a specific subject. Okay, I can agree with that for the most part. I think you are very wrong on a lot of your views. Fair enough, but I appreciate your interest in science and your acknowledgement of all knowledge is tentative. Exactly. Yeah. That's a huge claim to make. He's gonna need some serious evidence. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he spent like 40 years doing it. Like here's one of the best parts, right? Instead of refuting him, the astronomical community just simply denied him the ability to use telescopes. That's what they did. Because they didn't like what he had to say. How absolutely is that? Seriously. Scientists, astronomers, cosmologists denied the man access to telescopes using, what is it called? Is it nepotism? Using nepotism to deny another scientist the ability to use telescopes for no other reason than they didn't like what he had to say. Like, you would think they would give him the ability. Oh yeah, go ahead. Prove your crazy idea, bud. Prove it. We should let you get back to it. If you're on Reddit, I'd discuss this stuff where you share links and dig deeper. Yeah, fair enough. I usually don't discuss shit like this on the internet, mainly because it's mostly useless. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Two laymen's talking about a subject like this is not going to get anywhere, honestly, because neither one of us have the scientific credentials nor the ability to refute one another in a constructive way. Like, if we wanted to talk about nuclear power and you were also a nuclear engineer, then we could have an actual good discussion about what all this bullshit means. But until that happens, yes. So what we might do is I might end up giving advanced teamwork to Commander Emily so that she can command someone. That might be what we do here. Maybe. Because I'm thinking of going after the Archon here, right? Because if I get you up here, and we do this, Commander Emily won't be able to see you, will she? I don't think she'll be able to see you. No, she won't. Yeah, she can't see you at all. I could go here and throw the axe, right? We could do that, and I could move you to. I could move you here. Can Commander Emily see you? No, so I won't be able to get a shot there. I can see you there. I can see you here as well. So if I do blow up that tree, we will be able to actually shoot that guy. Right? Yes, we will with command. So I think that's what we might do. And we might use... I'm a bit afraid of doing this, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. And I'm going to go... Maybe I just sit here and chuck the axe at him? Maybe that's what we do. What's your aim, buddy? What's your aim? 60? Yeah, that sucks. The reason I'm afraid of doing that is because we might end up pulling a bunch of other shit that I don't want to pull. Oh, also I've loved science since I was a small child. Yeah, I've studied most areas of science, especially love of physics, evolution, biology. Dude, I know, right? Evolution is such an awesome field of science. But it's also one of those that's unfalsifiable kind of thing. Or excuse me, it's non-experimental. Let me put it to you like that. They try with microbes, and it does work, but it could be mutation, and they really don't know. Harmon Snow, greetings and salutations, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciate that. We're going to take good care of you here at the Tango Hotel. Yes, indeed. My brain is having a hard time coping with all this, man. I hope so. Because that means it's working. That means it's working. Not true. Like I said, it could be mutation. It was I believe the paper I read was like they demonstrated that evolution happens, but it could be random mutation, and they've done it over and over and over again, and they can't really narrow it down. So it's a possibility that it's not, is what I'm getting at. That's what I mean by that statement. There's a possibility that's what it is. But it probably is the thing that they say it is. Okay, so it's not true. Evolution yields many predictions that can verify, not the smallest examples. Evolution, No. I'm not talking about predictions. I'm talking about lab studies, dude, where you go into a lab and you try to prove that it exists. Like, you're confusing the ability to predict, which is what all filters do, right? So just because evolution is a filter that you can put on yourself, that allows you to predict a lot of things that doesn't make it true, right? You know that, right? Just because it can predict doesn't actually make it true, right? What I'm talking about is actual lab science. That's one of the things that I dislike about a lot of science nowadays, is that nobody talks about going into a lab and doing studies and having controls and all this stuff. It's all about, you know, massive supercomputer prediction nonsense. And so that's one of the things I don't like, is I want more of that. I want more of that. Like these cosmologists who are doing all these predictions and stuff, go into a lab, show me that it works. Show me that your view of the universe is true. Repeat that experiment 1,000 times. Prove it to me. But they don't. Because a lot of the stuff, they can't. Because we'd have to go to these places. Just like, this is why I don't believe in black holes, is because if we live in a black holes only exist if we live in a gravity-dominated universe. But you also got to remember that black holes are a figment of math, right? And so if you know enough about the subject, then you also know there's a thing called a white hole, and we've never ever seen it. And I don't know if you know this, but most cosmologists and physicists don't talk about the white holes to the layman, because it gives credence to the fact that black holes may not be true. Black holes may not be real. Excuse me. So that's one of those things where it's like, according to the same physics that says black holes exist, white holes should exist, and they basically spew out information, not matter, information. So it's a whole complicated freaking ball game of nonsense. So, all right, we're gonna move you down here. I'm gonna grenade that guy. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the Archon. That's marketing. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what a lot of the climate science was in the early days, like with Al Gore and all that bullshit. That's all marketing. And so if you're gonna give me science with marketing, I'm not gonna trust you. That's just not gonna happen. Like, it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna trust someone. I'm never gonna trust a scientist who uses marketing to try to convince me of something. But the reason they do that is because laymen don't know, and so you have to convince them with non-scientific reasons.
Bombs away!
That's the biggest one, is you have to convince them with non-scientific reasons. Yes, they did, Death Cookie. Yes, it is. And you also gotta remember that there were people who were not on the payrolls of the tobacco companies that had valid scientific studies that were reproducible and that showed that secondhand smoke was not nearly as dangerous as many politicians said it was. Now, studies since then have proven that that's not necessarily the case. So don't take me out of context there. As far as we know today, it most certainly is, which is why I stay far away from it as I can. I'm a former smoker, so I smoke way too much. All right, so now we've got the shot. So maybe you can put him down. Now we're gonna have to use advanced teamwork here, and we're gonna take this guy out. I might be able to do it with Commander Emily, honestly. So what's your shot? 100, 7 to 11. What is your damage? Your damage is 6 to 11. What's your crit chance there, Emily? 45? I'm going for it. Get him, girl! Skid him! Skid him! Oh no, the Grays! What? Oh God, no! No! How dare you, sir? How very dare you? You don't even care that XCOM has been acknowledging climate change since the 70s? You mean they... Are you like, really? Really? Acknowledging climate change? You mean the climate changes? I had no fucking idea, dude. I had no idea the climate changed. Wow, what a concept. Yes. But that's the thing, is like, what does it say? What does it mean? Have you read the papers? Like, that's the internal documents. Like, what does it say? What does it mean? What were their studies? What were their controls? How did they do it? What was the information they got out of it? That's the question, right? So yes, climate does change. Yes, CO2 is a factor in climate change, because guess what? Having more CO2 in the atmosphere will probably heat it up. And then, if you reach a certain point, it will cascade into water vapor. And that's what the prediction is. The reason climate change will destroy the planet is not because CO2, it's because the water vapor, that is the major greenhouse gas on the planet, will go up, because the CO2 will raise the temperature high enough to create a cascading effect, a negative feedback loop is what they call it, that will trigger water vapor to be released into the atmosphere as well from the oceans and from the ice caps, which will heat the planet. But again, the problem is that the ice caps melt. It'll probably shut down the Gulf Stream, and it'll trigger another ice age, because you won't have the heat going from the equator to the North Pole and the South Pole. And so if you don't have that, then you know, places like Britain will freeze over. So yeah. And like I said, and let me see. Oh no, now I can't see the Archon. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. I could go for you. It says I'm gonna pull something. What am I gonna pull? Where? Wait. Oh, is it this guy I'm gonna pull? Yeah, that's the guy. Okay, so I could go here and try to go for the axe. I think we're gonna do that. He's gonna come around. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's do this. We're gonna go here. I really don't like blocking this, but we're gonna do it anyway. 75%. Let's go, baby. Come on. You got this. Whiff. Straight up whiff. Here it goes. Well, I mean, we gotta... sure. Oh, that's it.
On reserves.
All right, what's the Archon gonna do? Blazing Pinions. Thank the God Emperor, my dudes. Thank the God Emperor. Now we're just gonna have to move. All right, where is all that gonna go? Okay. Heavy Grenadier. It's going for a shot. Nice.
They dare fire upon space marines?
Uh-oh. That's bad. That's really bad. On this episode of Tango and the Misses, right? Ooh, Overwatch. No grenades.
Remind me to thank Shin for the armor.
Ow. Did we win? I think we win. Oh no, he spotted us. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Okay, the Archon is a pain in the ass. Ooh, we got dual strike. That's fun. That's real fun. Yeah. So I can move Emily. We have incoming, actually. So, yeah. The only person who would end up doing damage to is you, and I can move you. At least I think I can. Yes. Tango makes a smart-ass comment and gets smacked around. Yeah, exactly, Keller. Yeah, you're not lying, buddy. You're not lying. But yeah, I learned a... Oh, I can run it with you. And then I can stun... Oh, yeah, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go like this. No whammies. Ow! Ow, that hurts. No whammies. Please don't pull. Okay, that's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. We're going to stun. 70%. Come on, baby. Come on. Give it to me. Yes! That's it! Ah! Alright. So, 71. Do you have... You do not. You have Oscar Mike. That's right. You have Oscar Mike. So... I mean, I could heal you. It's still going to do 1 damage, right? Blazing Pinions... How much damage is Blazing Pinions? It's like 5 damage, right? Yeah, it's like 5 damage. So I'll take like 1 damage from Commander Emily. Another unit to hack, though. Very nice. Exactly. Yeah, you're got another point. Unfortunately, it's going to be a couple turns before that happens. Who can you see? So you can see the Grenadier. You can see you. You can see that guy, and you can see him. I mean, I could just obliterate your face. So. This is really bad. Now the cool thing is I can do this, 85%. I mean, that's definitely a kill. That's also probably a kill. That is definitely going to be a hard one. I want to get the elite officer so that I want to kill his ass. I'm thinking of going for the shot there with dual strike, because that will allow me to hit with both him and Emily, and it would allow me to move Emily. How many shots does she have? She's got 2 left. Okay. Because here's the thing: is that if I do incoming, I cannot move Emily, and it'll give you what, 4 DR? Yeah, so it'll do 1 damage. So it should only knock off 1 on her. So we might end up doing that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do incoming. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, I could kill you. I could kill you with point blank shot. 9 to 17. It's possible. What's the crit? 15? Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, this dude is gonna be a pain in my ass. That's what he's gonna be. What I could do instead is I could. What's the damage on that? 6 to 11. So Emily's got more damage, and she's got a better shot. So. But what about my grenades? What about my grenades? Can you see that grenadier? Damn, yeah, you can. 57, dude. 57. So I could go here and just flank his ass. 11 damage we need. Yeah, that's... Waffles, boys. Extra crispy. Cooked to order. So you're dead. The Archon needs to die or be stunned this round. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Shinobi here. And we've still got more dudes on this map, dude. So we've gotten... That's 11? So there's at least 2 more pods. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So, do I move you up? I don't think so. I can't move you up here because he's in the way. So I'm going to move... So if I need to move you, what am I going to do with you? I mean, I could move him in here and freaking hunker his ass. Let me see here. What kind of grenades do you have? You have acid grenades. And where's my other grenadier? Okay. I can't see the other grenadier. You... But I can flechette his ass. So... You have acid bombs as well. Ugh. Tango actual Emily! Greetings and salutations because I keep getting pawned. Is this past Tango? This is actual, baby. You're here. You're live. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. So, we've used incoming. I could use Oscar Mike, but why would I? Right? Right? Why would I? Gremlin heal. I mean, we don't really need to heal you. I want to grenade you again, but, I mean, it seems like such a waste of a grenade. Yeah, and the mech... Yeah, I'm really glad I did incoming, because the mech back there is going to whoop my ass if I don't do something crazy here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to... I think I'm going to get here in full cover. And that way, maybe I'll have a better shot at the Archon. Let's see. What is the... Dodge, tactical upgrade? Is there any weapon range? No. So getting closer will probably not give me a better shot. All right. All right, we're going to dual strike. Bada boom. Come on, baby. Oh, he missed. What an asshole, dude. Oh, that sucks. It does. I've used it before. Yep, no stun. And now he's just pissed. Now he's just pissed. Okay. So I'm definitely moving your ass. Like, that's absolutely going to happen. Ooh, I could grenade the drone and use you to flank. Right? I get the flank here. Yeah, well, if I get on the car, it's going to explode and it's going to do damage to him. So that's not going to be good either. So if I grenade the drone, it's going to be pretty bad. Both barrels is not a guaranteed kill either. Like, I really do need to kill these grenadiers, dude. They're going to cause me some serious havoc if I don't do anything about it. I mean, I could aid protocol you. That would be interesting to say the least. You would be flanked by the grenadier, the mech would flank you, and the trooper would probably flank you. Also in the mish? Yeah, definitely in the mish. Yep. Although... I mean, you're technically blocked right there. Man, that just sucks, dude. I can't believe I missed that grenadier and just utterly screwed that up. That was so bad. That was so very bad. Like, if I do that, who's going to kill the grenadier, right? If I grenade him, who's going to kill him? Because you're probably not going to do it. I mean, I could just let you take the shot there. So, I mean, we could do the double shot, right? Who else do I have? Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do this or not. I need to get in full cover, away from the blazing minions, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to hit that dude because of the car, right? So, I can just go over the car. Okay. Don't lie to me, game. Stop lying. Here we go.
I'm trusting you here.
Yeah, DevCon, I know, buddy. I know. We got you. We got you.
Fire in the hole!
Ooh, boy. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the fire. We're going to go pew, 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 pew. There it is, baby. Looking at you, kid.
No prisoners!
Looking at you. And we got implacable, so if I want to move, I got to do it right now. So I could do here. Can we actually kill you? It's possible we kill you. It is very, very possible. Can I see you from here? No. I can't see anybody else either, so I either need to do it right now with both barrels. Screw it. Just die.
For the honor of the chapter.
For the honor of the chapter. Lovely, boys. Lovely. I am actually thinking about getting you over here and just hunkering you down. I'm legitimately thinking about doing that. I can give him 8 protocol too. You know what I mean? You have incoming too, do you not? You have incoming as well? Yes, you do. Okay. Because the problem is this car is probably going to explode if the mech rockets us. Emily... Who do I have left? I have you and Emily. Okay. And I can't go for the Archon. Is there anybody... Ooh, now that's an interesting proposal. That will probably pull the rest of the map on me, though. Yeah, that will definitely pull the rest of the map on me. Okay, so... Is that what I do? Do I just run you in? Because I'm going to 8 protocol and I'm going to shoot this dude. Hopefully we stun his ass. It's probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. I mean, I could go right here. Right? But I risk pulling even more bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna go here.
Heading out.
No whammies, baby. No whammies! No whammies! I'm gonna 8 protocol. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. Alright, that is your blue move, yes? Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go. Rio! Here it goes, boys! Here we go. This is crazy, man. We got 5 turns. 5 turns to hit it. Emily, I need this, girl. Come on, give me that crit. I need that 7, baby. Let's do it, baby. Come on. Boom.
Missed.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right.
Hold in position.
Took some damage here.
Wow. 3 damage. 3 damage. So it did 7 damage?
Cover.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Emily.
I didn't think I'd go out like this.
Wow. Hack effect lost. Ouch. And there's the grenade.
Wounded here. My armor.
Oh, wow, he gets his turn back immediately? Oh, and we lose the, yeah, we lose the effect as well. Oh, you streaming for much longer? Honestly, probably not. I'm feeling pretty bad, dude.
That was close.
I'm feeling pretty bad. And the rockets. No, suppression. Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, that thing.
Wow, dude, that's harsh. That is harsh. Well, this sucks. Yep, this sucks big time. Does anybody have a med kit? Yes, you do. Interesting. Like, dude, the RNG just screwed the shit out of us, dude. Like, screwed the living dog shit out of us. Missing the Archon as many times as we did. We're locked on, baby. 100%. Let's go. Oh, my God. Of course you grazed. Of course you grazed. You jackass. That's a pretty big pot of bullshit right there. And there's no guarantee he's gonna hit. Let's see what happens. One off lethal. I know, dude. I know it's horrible. Look at Emily, dude. She's like, ah. Alrighty. Well, I don't know why she took so much damage from that. She had 4 DR, dude. Like, it's supposed to only do 5 damage. I don't understand why it didn't work. Because it gives you DR versus explosives. That's why it works on that, because it's an explosive shell, right? All right, we're going to move you up. Hopefully we don't pull anything. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. No whammies. Okay, good. And... Come on. Really? No. No. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I'll take that.
Take this!
I don't think we're going to be able to do this without reloading it, so we're probably going to end up having to do that. But we're gonna play it out and see what happens. It's all about the fun, right? Okay, it didn't hit you. That sucks. You can move though, which is really good. So the problem is if I grab Commander Emily and get her, dude. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm totally screwed. Commander Emily is. He'll be standing out in the open if I heal her, if I stabilize her. But he's the only person who can stabilize her. And if I heal him, if I get him to heal himself, then we're not gonna do that. Dude, that sucks. Just wow, dude. Wow. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. Yep. I mean, I can go for it. I can totally go for it. Yeah. We got so screwed on this mission. So very screwed. I'm gonna grab the loot, and then I think we're gonna. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Yeah, elite stock.
I have the asset.
And then run. I could go up here. The problem is the elite officer is gonna spawn. Or gonna come out of his stupor. And I need to be near Emily, but she's just standing out in the open because I freaking left her out in the open. So, all right, let's go. So here's the problem. I'm actually gonna have to stand out in the open to stabilize her. Oh, you know, I could have grabbed her. Yeah, I could have grabbed her and moved her, dropped her, and then done it. And we don't have enough turns for all this nonsense. All right, let's see what. I'm just gonna move. We're gonna see what happens. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. I'm freaking dying, man. Oh, and I don't mean in the game. I mean in real life. What are you doing? What's going on? Can they not see me? Don't tell me they can't see me. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Elite trooper. And here comes the rockets. Yeah, here comes the rockets. Yep. Or not. Or they just crit Strategos in the face. Yep. Oh, he's got to reload too. That's juicy. That's juicy. Okay. Well, we just do this, right? Totally do that.
Throw a grenade.
Boom! I'm so screwed. The officer hasn't come back yet, though. That's really weird. You know what I mean? He should have. He totally should have. 97%. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Unfortunately, we still have grenadiers. Did you miss? Oh my God, a graze! Really, dude? This is glorious, baby. Absolutely glorious.
Glory of the Imperium.
Yes, and oh my God, and he can't run away. No, what have I done? What have I done? Skadoosh. Screw it. Gotta do what we gotta do. Ah! Stunned him. All right, I believe that's it. Let's see what happens. We got 3 turns. I don't think we're gonna make it to the objective either, because I mean we're gonna have 2 turns now. So yeah, he's gonna mark and then he's gonna shoot. And I think DEFCON might be dead here. Oh, that's really bad.
They're gone.
Well,
Like this.
full squad wipe, baby. Oh, and the stun wore off. That's great. That's awesome.
More of them coming in.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. If he moves, he's gonna be on fire. That's phenomenal, dude. That's XCOM, baby. That's XCOM. All right, he's gonna get caught on fire. I don't really care. Advanced scope. Oh, that's nice. Yes, indeed, Hidden Sage. That is gonna be it. And
Affirmative.
just gonna run in. I don't really care.
The armor took care of it.
Oh no! RNG just does not like us today, does it?
Right through.
So he's on fire. He's acid. He's got acid burn. He's pretty much done, man. He's pretty much done. Oh, look at the reinforcements too, man. Dude, that drone in the beginning that was in the house, if he hadn't come out, we might have actually
I've
pulled
been
this
troop
off.
spotted.
There's a lot of ifs in this game. A lot of ifs on this mission. If I had not missed the Archon as many damn times, if I had not missed the other Grenadier as many damn times, it's a shit show, man. An absolute shit show. All right. That's it, boys. I think we're gonna load it out. We're gonna start it back at the beginning of this, and then I think that's gonna be the end of the stream today. Thank you very much for being here. I very much appreciate it. You guys are so very awesome. I love you very much. But that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you for being here. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 0800, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time for you non-military scrubs with more XCOM2 Long War of the Chosen. Yes, indeed, my friends. It will be a glorious day. We will continue this mission. Hopefully it won't be too bad. This is what Bronze Man is right here. This is what Bronze Man is all about. So, unlike Iron Man, where it's just like one save, Bronze Man is where you basically reload just the mission. That's kind of what I try to do, as much as possible. Even though, to be fair, I might, we might, if I fail again, we might just take the L, honestly, because it's super bad. But because the campaign is going pretty horribly. But that's beside the point. It was great being here, Tango. Awesome, Hidden Sage. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. And yeah, so if you want to check out any of my previous streams, maybe you want to check out something. Maybe you want to check out some of the other games I've ever played. I've played a lot of different games, including Phoenix Point, Valheim, which we're currently still doing technically. I need to rebuild my home, but that's beside the point. And if you want to check any of that out, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, which is down in the description below. Also, Joker linked it in chat. My dudes, indeed, the mod with the most, even gifted 5 subs today. Thank you for that, my dude. And thank you for all your new followers today. You guys are so very awesome. I cannot thank you enough for being here. We hit both of our goals today, which is absolutely awesome sauce. Thank you so very much for that. Also, just a quick note, if you're interested in a game called Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, or you don't know what it is, I'm publishing my video at 3 p.m. today. It will be premiering on my YouTube channel, where I will discuss the Enchanter class. It is in the Enchanter class in Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. It is an old school MMO, similar to games like the old school EverQuest and WoW when it first came out, sort of, kind of, maybe. And I think that's it. Yeah. If you want to check out when I go live, or when I go live on when I go live on Twitch, or when I post videos on my YouTube channel, you can check out my social media on Twitter, which is Tango Hotel 76, and on Facebook, Tango Hotel Content. All right, my dudes, that's going to be it. Thank you for being here. I apologize for not being able to go longer, but unfortunately, I had an accident last week on my birthday, and I busted my ass hardcore. My hand and my leg are both like gimpy as hell, so just streaming alone just takes so much out of me. And I wake up every morning like freaking just like, oh, I don't want to do anything. So thank you guys for being here. I very much appreciate it. Like, you don't know how much it means to me to have to take the day off yesterday because I was hurting so bad, and then come back today and you guys are here and everybody is, freaking doing the thing and loving it. We had a freaking massive scientific discussion. Hallelujah. My dude, like, you guys distracted my mind away from the physical pain that I'm in. Thank you so very much. And I will check you guys next time. Peace out, my bros. Peace out.